Morning, Seafried in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, yesterday we had a pretty sharp sell-off. I think some people would say that the market was kind of taking profits. There is some concern that after this pro-farmer crop tour, there really won't be a lot for the market to talk about until the September 12th USDA crop report. We'll be watching pretty closely the corn harvest yields as they come in, but that might be the only information that we get between now, the Labor Day holiday, and then the USDA report. So there might have been some profit taking. We also saw some yield estimates out of Iowa for the corn crop, at least, that was better than expected. Overnight prices were higher, beans up about 14 cents. Corn's up about 3 to 4, and wheat's up about 6 to 7 cents. Some people blame that on the fact that, first of all, China might have been a good buyer of soybeans during yesterday's break. We also got the average yield from the pro-farmer tour, and their corn yield in Iowa was actually below the USDA's August estimate. The Minnesota yield was pretty close. Their pod count for the soybean crop, both in Iowa and Minnesota, was lower than people had expected. So those factors, I think, is helping the trade. The dollars is a little bit higher, and most commodities are a little bit lower. The final pro-farmer crop tour numbers will be out sometime today, and the market will be looking for a possibility of a U.S. corn yield that comes in below the USDA's August estimate. So we'll just see kind of how the market reacts to that. Early corn yields coming out of the U.S. southern areas continue to be below expectations, and that might offer some support to the market. Other than that, as far as weather is concerned, we'll be watching Hurricane Isaac as it comes into the Gulf. It has a little bit westerly movement than it was earlier. So it looks like it's going to hit the Gulf area right at the Mississippi, maybe Florida border, and go up into the Delta and then eventually move east. The only rain that the Midwest will see might be in the Ohio Valley. Other than that, we have a weak front that's coming across the northern Midwest over the next couple of days. And another front similar to that coming early next week. We do see some pretty good rains in Kansas this morning, which should help planting conditions for the winter wheat crop for next year there. Globally, the International Grain Council lowered the world corn and wheat crop as expected. This makes the corn situation tight, as we know already. We also saw that Russia offered some wheat for October cheaper than world prices. This runs against all the theory that they might have some export limitations on their wheat. So in general, it's Friday. We've had a busy week. We'll be watching the pro-farmer tour results. Next week, we'll be in Boone, Iowa for the annual Farm Progress Show. So hopefully people come out for that and kind of listen to what people are saying about the markets and new technology in agriculture. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM Investor Services or ADM, and have a safe and profitable trading day.